Hello everybody, my name is Hope and welcome back to my channel. Hello musicals, they're a part of my life. Today we are in my house. Woo 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 woo. So I'm staying here for about a week before I go back home just to move some of my stuff in. But what we managed to do before we left was get rush tickets for Frozen the musical. So we have store seats, which is good, but they are like really off to the side and they are in row N, which is the furthest back I've sat in the stores. However, it's a West End show and I'm not complaining. They were 25 quid, so what can you do? This is the outfit of choice because you couldn't tell. There's a massive heat wave going on right now. So shirt is from Primark, skirt is from Shein. I don't know, I do it every time, but it's the same skirt from the Adam's Family vlog. And then these shoes are from Pull & Bear. They're brand new, so I'm taking a risk by wearing them. Oh, twist my ankle. Could get blisters, but I have plasters, so pray for me. But we're gonna have fun. We're gonna go, and it's gonna be exciting. So without further ado, let's get into it. Wow, I just hit myself in the face. But before I get into this video, remember that you can like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can get notified every time I upload, which is particularly every Sunday, but sometimes extra days in the week as well. Apparently, over 90% of my viewership is not actually subscribed. So what are you doing? Subscribe right now. I'm just joking, you don't have to do that. But also remember, you can follow me on all my social medias, which is HopeWilsonX on Instagram, HopeWilson with 2 N's and an underscore on Twitter, and HopeWilson45 on TikTok. But with all that, let's get back into the video. I just realised I left some things out of my outfit, so I'm going to do that before we go. And so this bag is from Primark, literally got it the other day. And these glasses are also from Shein. I know. But yeah. Let's go! Can you see the London Eye? London Bridge is falling down, but it's not because we're on it. I am not seeing either of these shows, but it's cool to walk past the theatre. So that's the Adelphi, that's the featured on there, and then 6 is on at the vaudeville. Very cool. Pretty woman, whoop whoop. There's loads of theatres around here, I didn't even realise. Oh, I'm got hit by a car. I worked my knowledge with this one. I knew that Lion King was at the Lyceum. I really am just doing a tour of all the theatres for like absolutely no reason, but I'm enjoying it. I'm seeing this at Christmas, so get ready for that vlog. Okay, but this is so cute. It's the Royal Opera House. This is where all like the ballets and stuff are. But I think this one's so cute. And you can tell it's super fancy, so you know this is where the ballet is. I hope you like these glasses in the sunlight. So we actually walked past the theatre already, but we have like 2.5 hours to kill, so I'll probably see you then. Bye! I found this and it's quite cool. Hold on. Imagine how much cooler you'll be in summer. It's very cute. I'll say that. It's very, very cute. And it changes colour. There is Life of Pi. I know it's not musical, but it looks really, really good. And it won tons of Olivier's, so you know. Life of Pi at the windows. Here's Cursed Child. Am I seeing it? No. And I'm not actually the biggest Harry Potter fan. However, I've seen the technical aspects of this. It looks really, really impressive, so that was very cool. Like the Death Eaters, creepy. Here's the Phoenix Theatre. Now, interesting thing, I have seen Come From Away. It's the only West End show I've ever seen, but there was no show vlog for that because when I actually saw it, my channel didn't exist. How crazy? Actually crazy. It's very bright, but here is Mary Poppins. This theatre is massive. Mary Poppins it is. There is Greece, West End. I am at the theatre. I'm going to show you right now. It's really big. There it is. Frozen. Got a program and a brochure. Woo woo. Look at the pretty dresses. One day I'll be wearing them. I'll tell you this right now for a fact. Look at those jewels. Bro, crazy. Ooh. Imagine if someone had a jewellery box this grand in real life. Elsa. So much merch, honestly. It's so fancy. So we're in the theatre and the quality is bad as it always is in a theatre, and our seats are actually pretty decent. This is the view. We're a bit to the side, but it's not good. It's not bad even. There is people who will be sitting in front of us, so let's hope and pray that they are little children or that no one comes and sits there. But I'm very excited. This is only my second West End show ever, so looking forward to it. I'm getting bombarded with the sounds of what I'm assuming is the sea, but I'm not sure. But these were rush tickets, so they were only £25 each. So, all in all, pretty decent. it's our time and the lighting is garbage, as it was before. I'm enjoying it, and I know that sounds really reluctant, but it's honestly nothing to do with the show. The show is great, but people need to learn some theatre manners. And I'm going to talk about this more later, but oh my god. Late people, singing children, people going on their phone. This is a Western show. I thought people knew this, like, oh my god. I'm going to talk about this more later. It's grinding my gears. Samantha Barks, she's got some pipes on her, and I'm going to say that because I didn't think she had those pipes, and she does. That's great. We have a couple of understudies on. We have the understudy for Anna. She's fine, doing her thing. I think we also have the understudies for, can't remember his name, the guy, you know, yoo-hoo, big summer blowout, that guy, I can't remember his name. But he's not been on yet, so I haven't seen him. And I think the other one was like a young Anna, or Elsa, one of them was on. But you know, I'm enjoying it. I will come out with a review and stuff later. I'm not like blown away, but I don't think that's the show's fault. I do just think that's because of the people around me. But you know, what can I say? It's a West End show, so I ain't complaining. The show is over. It was very good. Now I'm going home. I'll talk to you tomorrow. So, just got out of Frozen. It's very good. And now I'm gonna go home. Well, I say home. It's not home yet, but it will then. So now I'm back here, and it's ironic that I said going back to the house because I'm literally going back there in 2 days to fully move in, which is absolutely crazy. And this review isn't going to be too long, but there was things that I wanted to say and things that I wanted to talk about because I feel like people are always interested in like if it's worth seeing it, so I'm going to talk about that. So should you go and see it? Yes, you should. It's a fun show, it's easy watching, it's not something that is mentally draining because obviously it's a Disney show, so there's only so much sadness that you can have because it's aimed at kids. But talking about it being aimed at kids, there are a couple of things I want to say, and it's mainly in regards to theatre etiquette. Now, I have 3 things when it comes to theatre etiquette, and if you can't follow them, then you need to rethink your theatre experience because it can really affect everyone around you. So number 1, don't turn your phone on during a performance. It's annoying and off-putting to everyone around you. There was a guy that was sat a couple of seats down from me, and he was turning his phone on every 10 minutes. I'm like, if you cannot be away from your phone for an hour, and if you're like, oh well maybe it was an emergency, it wasn't. He was looking at the tickets on his phone when he was already in the theatre during the show. Don't bother. Just don't bother because it's really, really off-putting. And if you can't live without your phone, I don't know what to tell you. You might have a problem. Number 2, coming in late. I get that Frozen starts half an hour earlier than most shows. It starts at 7 and not 7:30 for the evening performances. But it says it on the ticket, it says it when you book it says it on the website, everywhere it says that it starts earlier. So when there were over 30 people turning up late that were walking in front of us, it's off-putting to not only the actors but to the audience as well. It put me in such a mood for the first half because literally all you have to do is turn up on time, and people couldn't even do that. And I wouldn't mind if it was like, I don't know, 5 people, but this was over 30 people turning up late, which I think personally is just ridiculous. And number 3, I get that it's a kids show. I understand that you want to bring your kids to the show. I perfectly understand that, and that's fine. But if you know that your child is going to either sing along or is not going to be able to keep still for the majority of the show, maybe you need to think about bringing them. I was sat near a load of kids who were singing the songs to the show. You know you don't do that. And the parents also didn't tell the kids to be quiet. They just let it happen, even though they knew that that's not what you're meant to do. It's not a concert, it's not like a sing-along show. You're paying to watch the performers, not to watch your kids sing along. And when I mean is that I know kids can't sit still for a long time, but I mean like moving about in their chair, changing seats, walking up and down the aisles. Like, I understand that kids have a level of not being able to sit still, but I think there is a limit. And if you as a parent know that your children can't do that, that's something you need to rethink. Because some kids can. Some kids are great and that's fine, but some kids kids can't, and you as a parent I think need to think about that, because honestly my biggest drawback from this show was the audience. Like, normally in my show reviews I'm like talking about the actors, talking about the technical, which I will get onto in a minute, but it made my experience a lot less enjoyable. Like, I've enjoyed many other shows much more, but I don't think that's the show's fault. I do just think that's an audience thing, and I would think with a West End show there would be more etiquette, not less, and so it was honestly just really surprising to me, and it was also very off-putting. But move on from the negative and we'll start talking about the actual show. So we'll talk about technical first, because I always think people don't care about this as much, but I really like it. Technical was great. I loved the costumes, it was so pretty. I loved the sets. There's still this thing that I'm trying to figure out. It's essentially the bridge in What Do You Know About Love. Essentially at the beginning of the song, all you see is like a little platform and then stairs, and then that platform elongates, the stairs still there, and then the bridge covers the whole back of the stage, like it's just one long thing, but then it just keeps going like for a really long time. So I'm assuming they either have to like rotate pieces or like fold it in, or it's on some kind of track going round, because that bridge was too long to be physically straight that whole time. But when it comes to set and costumes and lighting and stuff, I did really like it. Elsa's costume change was great. I love the puppetry of Olaf, which I'll also get onto when I'm talking about actors. But all of that, and the Sven puppet was so cool. The technical aspects of it, I think, were just really strong and what you would expect of like a West End level show. And then with the actors, I'll start with Anna, because she was an understudy, and I don't know if people have like preconceptions about understudies, about them not being as good. I had no qualms to her, bar one thing, which was this Disney voice, and it wasn't just her. And honestly, when she got to about a quarter of the way in the show, it disappeared, and it was great. I liked it being gone. This Disney voice, I think, is this thing that actors have this preconception that they have to sound more like Disney characters in their voice, but honestly usually I think that just comes off as it being really nasally and like not as good. But then when she got out of that, it was great. Loved it, enjoyed it, no problems. Samantha Barks was great. I was never really like part of her like stan club. I was like, she's fine. I don't really pay much attention to her career, but she was very impressive, and I'll give credit where it's due. She was very good. Hans, love. It was Oliver. Is it Ormston or Ormston? I don't know, but he was good, and I love Hans anyway. Like, Hans is like one of my favourite characters in the show. I love a villain, and I think his songs are really, really nice, and what he has to do is really nice. Enjoyed that. And Kristoff, also really fun. It was very different, but I didn't dislike that. I thought it was really interesting what he'd done with the character, and therefore I liked it more. Then when it comes to Olaf was great, very fun. The mannerisms, I think, were like spot on, like really, really good. And the voice was like scarily close to Josh Gad's, which just kind of weirded me out a bit. And the Sven puppetry, credit to whoever was in the suit. I'm not sure which one it was, or I might be, but I'm not confident enough to say it with my chest. But they were all very good. Am I missing any actors? I did the understudy for Okinon, but Okinon is only really in one song, so there's not much you can say. And the trolls were great. The show itself is kind of weird. Like, I don't know, Hugo, I knew Hugo before going into the show, but seeing it on stage, it got somehow weirder than the song already is. It was like Be Our Guest, but like if Be Our Guest was on like LSD or something. It was so bizarre. I also think that Kristoff's lullaby comes in a really weird place in the show. Like, I get it, because it's like after Anna's been like struck with the ice powers, but it's still weird. It's such a beautiful song. I love that song, but I don't know, it was a bit weird. Also, I think one problem I had with like the show itself is that some of the cut songs are very clear that they've been cut. Because Anna used to have a solo called True Love, which is basically why she's dying in the thing before Olaf comes and saves her. And they cut it out, and it's really evident that it's cut out. There feels like there's something missing from that scene before Olaf comes in, and it's because there was a song there, and then they cut it out, and so you're just a bit like, okay, now we're moving on, I guess. It feels like there should be a song there, and there isn't. I'm still of the belief that First Time in Forever Reprise should be in the show. I'm really sad that it's not. I love that song, and when they changed it, I I just didn't like it as much. It's just not for me, that song. I think First Time in Forever Reprise does it a lot better, and it makes a lot more sense for the characters as opposed to this new one. But it's not my show, so what can I do? Personal preference. But I will say, overall, the show is really good. I would probably recommend getting seats in the centre. Nothing was, like, blocked from where I was sat. Like, you could see everything perfectly fine, as opposed to the people who were sat in front of us. But I don't know, I just feel like you get a better atmosphere from the centre in general. But, you know, if you just have the chance to see it and you want to go see it, just go see it. I don't think where you're sat, if you're in the stalls, it really makes any difference. At least it didn't for me. But I just think you get that better atmosphere in, like, the centre rows. Also because you don't have that many people walking in front of you, that as well. But go see it. I enjoyed it. There'll be another show vlog soon, because I did see 2 shows whilst I was in London. But, you know, thank you for watching this video. You can like it if you liked it. Subscribe if you feel like it. Follow me at all my social medias. Maybe go to my new channel, which may or may not be linked in the comments. It might not be. I haven't decided yet. So if you made it this far into the video, I guess you'll find out. But yeah, I don't know what next week's video is going to be, but do I ever. But thank you. Keep enjoying musicals as much as me. And I will see you in the next one.